Good morning, everyone. So listen to what I have to teach today, because we may have a quiz at the end of the day. It's a pop quiz, let's call it, about what we're going to talk about today. We might have one, okay, if we have enough time. If I can cover properly, then it's going to be kind of a training thing for you. It's not going to be a quiz that is going to measure your OOP244 knowledge. It's going to be mostly based on IPC 144. So you should not be worried about since you all passed IPC 144. Well, we want to demonstrate how we do coding questions in this class. Okay, so there's rules and regulations on it. You're going to be presented by a demo one soon, but this is just something about that. So the real quiz is next. I'm not going to announce anymore. Every time you come for lab, there's going to be a quiz. Maybe. I don't know. 99%? No, that's a lie. 85%, there's going to be a quiz, okay? Every lab that you're coming as of, starting from today, okay? So I haven't even designed the quiz yet. So probably when I give you a break for 5 minutes, quickly I'm going to design the quiz and give it to you. Something like that, if I have time. Essentially, this is going to be quiz number 0. I want to see what is the level of the class I'm teaching at, okay? So it's probably I'm going to give you an IPC 144 question, like ask you to write a function, and add a little bit of touch of what I have created. So I'm going to say, create a module for me since workshop 1 is due today, and you're going to submit it from lab today, right? So you're going to have around 10, 15 minutes to do that. Hopefully all the workshops are done and ready to go. If you have any question about your workshop and problems and anything you had, one person contacted me and solved the problem. It means everyone else is either perfectly good or had no clue what you're doing. So one of the two things. But anyways, so that's that. And the next workshop is going to be due next week, and it's going to go like that. And the workshop 2 is already on. I'm going to post workshop number 3 today, which means 2 weeks from now we're going to do that. So it's like 2 weeks ahead of the time you're going to have the workshops to work with. And everybody log in. If you have not submitted the workshop, log into your computers now. No, it's PC computers. You cannot submit a code from your laptops. It has to be from lab computers, okay? It's been set that way. Somebody help me to find the IP. Who was the person who? Thank you. If the IP is correct, as my friend over here helped me with it, you'll be able to submit. Otherwise, then I have to fix the submit thing, okay? So if one person tries to submit successfully and let me know that you've submitted, I'll be very happy, okay? Just to remind you, when you are doing your submission, so this is essentially how it works. So how do I do it? Let me go from my student account. Okay, I better not try more than this because I don't remember what the password was. I'm going to go with my prof account. What's going on? Okay. So I have set up you have done workshop 0, most of you. Let me see actually how many of you did workshop 0. So this is what I have. I'll go over here, OOP244, and these are the people who did workshop 0. Thank you very much. And some of you did it wrong. If you had done it wrong, you will see in your GitHub repository there's an issue that I created. So an issue I can create. Yes. But if I am as a collaborator in your repository, if I accepted your invitation for your collaboration, that means we're okay. Anybody is okay over here if I bring their repository up, a volunteer? Okay. Do you know which one is you?
Boss Nalawit. Up. Boss Nalawit. BOSS.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's you. Thank you very much. So as you see, I like it. So now you see that I see that he's actually working on his lectures. Thank you very much, actually. Nice thing. He has a workshop place over here, and it's fixing. So is being committing stuff over here. So if I actually want to help this gentleman over here, this is what I do. I'll do this, and I'll copy this because I am a collaborator. I'll go to, because usually I do this from home, because you connect from home. I don't have it here. I'm going to create over here something called, so at home, I literally have a directory called student help. Okay? And what I do in here, I actually create a directory with your email because you contact me with Microsoft Teams. I know what your email is. Can you spell your email address for me? CHCHA, something like that, right? At myseneca.ca. So this is what I create, and then I go in there and I clone your repository. So essentially, then I have access to everything that you have. And when I open up your work, so you have done something in your workshop and you are discussing it with me and you're telling me that, oh, wow, you're very, very organized, my friend. Thank you very much. From what I see in here, do you have a Mac?
No.
So, okay, so this is what I am. Oh, you have the list. Good. Okay, so see, any person has its own way of organizing things. So the way I see he's doing it, he has the project in one, and when it's complete, it moves the files that are supposed to be submitted into submittable one. Do you have a matrix repository too? Or you didn't? So beautiful. So if you have a matrix repository, then all you need to do is to do a pull. But submittable is not needed. This is our old habit to try to create copies of things that we have. When you have a repository, code repository, everything is tracked and traced. You don't need to worry about it. If it makes you comfortable, that's your way you do it. Perfect. So all he has to go to matrix, pull this, and then submit it. As easy as that. Okay? So if I want to help over here, what I will do, I'm going to open up, for example, his file, yada, yada, yada. And in here, I'm going to say, for example, Fardad was here. Okay? And I save it, and I get out. Right? And after I do that, he contacted me. I helped him with what he was supposed to do. All I need to do is to commit this, saying Fardad's fixes. I commit and push. And his responsibility would be to pull the repository in his own account. So I'm just going to, in here, to do that, I just need to do this. And as you see, it says Fardad's fixes over here. As soon as he clicks on this, it shows what it was and what it became after. You see that? So all he has to do is, in his reflection, write, what did I do to fix his code and what was the problem? Looking at the diff, it sees this was the thing. The problem was that Fardad was not there. So it's going to come in his reflection, every reflection that you have for your workshops, and they're all mandatory. They're not optional. In the reflection, it says, contacted Fardad for help, and he helped me by doing this and this and this and this, and he can see exactly what I helped him with. And he adds it to his reflection, and your do is done for me. So if you contact me with a problem, I fix your code, your responsibility is to reflect on it, on what I did to fix your code. And that makes me happy. It means I just didn't fix your code. You know what I have done to fix it. Are we all clear on that? All right, beautiful. So that's that. Next thing is that I have a solution for you, my friend. Here you are, especially for you. You're welcome, because I see your steam. Now you can actually see. You can see it right now. Okay, are we good? All right, so what I was talking about. Yeah, so that's that. And thank you very much for sharing your repository. I just, commit changes. I just added a few things to the repository, which is, if you go to the repository in the notes, I added a recording, lecture recordings. So if you go to the lecture recordings over here, this is the YouTube playlist of the lectures. You see we had two or three, I don't know, two, whatever. The number of lectures that we have, it's right there, and it's gonna, hopefully it's not playing. Oh, let me stop it. Okay, so you can watch the recording, and all the things that I have done in class, everything's gonna be there. So whatever we talked about, it's gonna be there. So the playlist is gonna come over here, and next thing you need to know about this would be the notes. You know where they are. They are in the notes section, so you'll click on notes, and in here, whatever you see over here, it's gonna be reflected over. If you see any of the recordings are missing, let me know. I thought that I actually put all of them up. Let me see, what do we have? The number of recordings I have. Wow, we only have 2 over there, and I have 4 over here, so 2 did not upload. I'll fix that, okay? And I'll add it to the playlist, so you're gonna have everything. One important thing that I have to talk to you about is that the recordings are not guaranteed. The battery ends and things like that. This is not an online class. I do that only for you to, if you have any problem with any part or you miss a class, you'll be able to review the recordings. But again, it's not a guarantee, okay? If something goes wrong, and technology always goes wrong, right? Please don't rely on it. Have it as just in case scenarios. Questions? Hello. Questions? Are we okay? Are we okay? Anybody successfully submitted the? You did? Okay, so everything works good. All right, let me just take a look. See, what does it say? Yeah, it did work. Did it say checking for location while you were submitting? Okay. All right. All right. So that's that. You have to the end of the class to submit. So if it would be a good time to do it now. Yes.
I'm trying to submit it to my little submit button. It's not working for some reason. This is the right one, right?
No, we look at the submission. That doesn't look like, is it?
Oh, I'm missing the submit part. Never mind.
Yeah, tilde.
No, that's on me, yeah.
No. Go back. What are you doing? Delete just the tilde in front of my name. Just the tilde in front of my name.
Oh.
And remove the rest.
The submit?
Okay. Tilde far, that's the amount of that's how everything begins. There is no submit at the beginning.
Oh. I was just missing the tilde.
And yeah, that's it. Hit enter. There you go.
Sorry, I haven't.
Yeah. Okay, one thing that I want you to do is read. In the instructions of the workshop tells you exactly how you are submitting. So, yes.
It's exactly where comma that's not
Wait.
the first time the feedback worked, but the second time doesn't.
What does it say? The space. So you had some, you copied and pasted, right?
No, I write it. There was a space at there?
Yes, there's something at the end. I don't know what was it at the end. I just deleted it and it worked. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Let me see. Why is showing 2 things? Something's fishy about your account. I had to look at your dot profile, but you'll be okay. Anyways, go ahead. All right, so you did? Oh, beautiful. Fantastic, yeah. Oh, thank you. Check your email. Make sure you received your receipt, that you have submitted it to me. Sometimes things go wrong and emails get lost in cyberspace. Okay? You need your receipt. If you did not receive your receipt, it means something's wrong. You have to submit it again. Okay? Make sure you do that. And for heaven's sake, do not submit 5 times just in case. Okay? If you get the submission receipt, then you're good. Don't do 3, 4 times. Of course, you may make boo-boos and you want to fix it and resubmit. That is very fine, which means you come to the lab, you submit the code, and it passes through the submission. Then you look at your code, so wow, I wrote that very badly. I wish I could fix it. You still can by midnight. You can still go home and fix that and resubmit. The time of the submission is always the very first one that you submitted. But the one that is being marked is the last one, which means you still have time to make corrections. Okay, so bear that in mind. Okay, anything you want to know what is the due date, write the command for submission and a dash due at the end. It tells you what the due date is. Okay? Anything you are submitting with submitter, you type tilde_far.soimalu submit. You can put a dash due at the end, and it tells you what the due date is. Anything you are submitting through submitter, you can write dash feedback at the end. Then it will not submit it. It will just go through all the tests to guarantee everything works. Anything you submit with the submitter, if you say dash skip spaces, then if you have problem with your formatting, it will ignore it and submit it. You lose a little bit of a mark, but you can still submit it. If you say skip lines, the same thing. If your lines don't match and you want to submit it anyway because it's late, you may lose a bit of mark, but you can still submit it. If you don't know these things, just type the submit with nothing in front of it. It tells you all the help, all the things that you need to know. So just write submit and hit enter with nothing in front of it. It shows you what the options are. Also, another thing that I suggest you to do is to customize your submission. My name is extremely long. It's very difficult to just tilde, forward, dot, something, yada, yada. So what you can do, there is a file in the root of your account. There is a file in the root of your account called .bash profile. So edit your .bash profile. Okay? And to your .bash profile, you can add something like this. Take a look. See this? Even I am lazy to submit it. Look at this. You see that? I'm saying alias. I'm saying alias f sub tilde far.soimalu/submit. It means for this command, you are creating an alias. So instead of writing my whole thing, you just write f sub and you write whatever you want in front of it. You don't have to write that big thing. So this you can do, okay? And yeah, you can do stuff to do push and pull easily with is it good? Okay, thank you. All right. Anyway, so yeah, you can do push and pull and all the good stuff that you have. So I'm going to actually, so I may create a video for this separately and put it. Maybe it's in workshop 0. Did I put this in workshop 0? You don't have? Okay, I'll just make something for you